Welcome back to Starfield. So we're still here in Mars, Cydonia. We're in the like residential district area. Let's look around this place some more. We're not done exploring yet. And Amani. And then Tei Amani.
When I
So
get
we
older,
already heard
I
about
want to
Tei
live
before.
lives like my dad did, so I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there, like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on.
Talking about alcohol, obviously. But the kid thinks it's water. You seem concerned about something. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right?
So is there a school around here or something?
Nah. There's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. Bye.
Don't tell me my son Tai invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday. Heh, gotta hand it to him. He's got his ways of looking out for me. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since. Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do.
Holy shit, man. They want me to give her 20,000. I totally would, but I need that money. I'm like DSP. I need that money. I really do. How does your son cope with all this?
Taye is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life. Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galbank branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Taye full time. Not many jobs here for a single mom. When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Taye turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move.
Okay, well, I don't really want to give her 20,000. But if someone's in need, I've always was raised to help, you know. I would do the same thing in real life if I had that much money. Obviously, I probably wouldn't give that much away. If I had $20,000, I would not give that away. But if I had 20,000, I'd give away at least 5,000 of it.
You were saying?
Like if I had $100, I would give 20 bucks, right? Just depends on how much money I have is what I'd be willing to give. Obviously, that doesn't apply to games, obviously, but I'm just saying from a real life sense, I would help. So I feel like I should help. And I've been playing good this whole playthrough. So, yeah, I think I'll end up doing it. Yeah, let's do it. I'll get the money back. It's only 20 grand. I say that as I...
Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Taye. Maybe we can afford a better education for him, or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about you. Good things.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Best not be looking for trouble, right? I've seen some karate videos.
I just helped your mom out, bro.
Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun. You did? Wow, that's pretty cool of you. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know I do. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought. See you around. Growing up in Cydonia? I know. My mom told me. That's pretty cool of you. She said it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try. Later then.
I don't mean to talk to her again, but she might have more dialogue.
Oh, welcome back. I know he does. I just wish I could do more for him. Thanks for the chat.
I heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks.
Hopefully there's more to this than just them doing nothing, right? Like hopefully later they actually like move out of this place or whatever.
I heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks.
It's all good, kid. So now I'm broke. I'll get the money back though. It's no big deal. I felt like I should have done. Felt like I did the right thing there. Okay, this good loot in this place. War of the Worlds already read. I haven't read this one. The Count of Monte Cristo. On the 24th of February, 1815, the lookout at the Notre Dame. Well, actually, the other one's Monte Cristo. Okay, so I got it right the first time. They're two different names. Oops. Notre Dame de Lagarde signaled the three master, the Pharaon of Smyrna, Trieste, and Naples. As usual, a pilot put off immediately, and rounding the Chateau d'If, got on board the Chateau DLF, got on board the vessel between Cape Yugioh and Rion Island. Immediately and according to custom, the ramparts of Fort St. John were covered with spectators. It is always an event at Marseilles for a ship to come into port, especially when the ship, like the Pharaon, has been built, rigged, and laden at the old Fossus docks and belongs to an owner of the city. Thus begins Alexander Dumas's literary classic, which tells the story of Edmond Dantes and his exquisite revenge against the man who so deeply wronged him. Launchport Mars already read. The Paradiso Complex, an expert from the Paradiso Complex, a novel quite obviously written for the Paradiso group in an attempt to market the resort to a wider audience. The writing is often atrocious and hard to take seriously. She felt the warm, perfect air of her face. Mirabella paused to adjust the straps on her bikini. Then threw the ball back to Billy, who was sipping a nice, cool, perfectly mixed Perfection Aqua Blast from the Paradiso Cantina. He thought about how just days ago he was tolling away in an office building in New Atlantis, but somehow this trip to Paradiso had been the best thing that ever happened to him. Paradiso might be the best thing to happen to anyone, he said as he playfully batted the ball out of the way. Mirabella laughed. I have been to every resort in the galaxy, and none of them are as perfect as paradise. Or Paradiso, I mean. She bit her lip and sauntered over to Billy. Do you want to go back to my exclusive Paradiso Beach cabana rental unit? I got it for a very reasonable price and has all the latest comforts and amenities you'd expect from a luxurious top quality resort. Billy nodded yes, and then later, Maybe we can go to Simon's Rooftop Lounge for some of the best live entertainment, most delicious mixed drinks, this side of the settled systems. The rest of the novel is just as painful to read. I don't think I ever read Bad People, Bad Jokes 2. I know we read the first one. Bad People, Bad Jokes 2. Actually, I think we did read this one. Yeah, I think we did. Maybe it was one that we didn't read. Oh shit. There was somebody in the room. He wasn't there before. There's a dinosaur there. Oh, he was sleeping. Okay. I see what happens if you loot too fast. You get caught. So you gotta be quiet about it. You gotta not loot so fast. Be very quiet. Knock knock, who's there? Varun. Varun who? Varun Varun? Listen to that engine. An alien spider beast walks into a bar in Aquila City. Bartender says, "What's your poison?" Why did the Crimson Fleet pirate go to Enhanced Clinic? He wanted more body. Knock knock, who's there? Neon. Neon who? He put one knee on the floor to genuflect, two knees to kneel. These jokes are not funny at all. You hear the one about the Freestar Ranger who couldn't get into the conference? He forgot his badge. Lewis Looper's Bad People, Bad Jokes has garnered something of a cult following in the settled systems and is particularly popular among the criminal element in the major cities. Bad People, Bad Jokes 3. A Chunk walks into a bar. Butter and says, "We don't serve food here." Chunk sit down and says, "Then I guess I'm in the right place." Knock knock, who's there? Broken Sword. Broken Sword who? Oh, never mind. It is pointless. Wow. Seriously? How many atheists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They are already enlightened. What's the last thing to go through a Freestar Militia member's mind when they meet a United Colonist Marine? A laser beam. Why don't Terramorphs eat clowns? They taste funny. Unlike the first two volumes he published, Lewis Looper's Bad People, Bad Jokes 3, Volume 3 never really gained much of an audience. Popular theory suggests that by the time of the release, people were already tired of Looper's terrible jokes. Yeah, so he's starting to get less popular now. Crimson Cabin. 2301 finally saw the release of Crimson Cabin, Paul Lamont's long-awaited sequel to the hit novel The Fruit Seller. Like his previous work, it's sold in millions throughout the settled systems. Freedom, savory, delicious freedom. The hag smiled as she peered up at the open trap door. She slithered rather than climbed her way up the narrow, rickety staircase. In seconds, she emerged from the fruit cellar in the cabins proper. Some unknown ally to the dark had broken the arcane seals that had been put in place years before. Sunlight, glaring and harsh, poured in through the open front door. And now, hissed the hag, I'll leave the cabin behind and visit my beloved Vermont once more. That was a Space and Time I think I've already read. Dracula I know I've read. Carry of the Cosmos. Fields of Everglass. Why is this not considered stolen? An expert from the highly acclaimed novel Fields of Everglass set in the near future during a fictional wartime era, and yet Talat did not back down. No, sir. I won't fire on them, regardless of what you say they did. Those soldiers were once like us. They are a family. We have no reason to fight them. This impression Florence was Talat really willing to put everything on the line just to protect her compatriots. She knew the war was ridiculous, but to see him face his commander now and absolutely refuse a direct order, knowing that it could amount to treason. This was the same Talat with no more than a week ago had carried out an order to ambush and lock up her entire squad. She knew there was a gentleness to the man, but until now she had not been able to know for sure just how reasonable he could be. You're out of line, soldier. You want to think about what you are doing and run that by me one more time? Commander Greason barked. Spittle flew. His face was turning bright red with anger. Greason was not accustomed to disobedience. You heard me. I'm not repeating myself. Tout looked over to Florence. He knew the gravity of the situation, but she had taught him so much about this unjust war in their few short days together that in this moment he decided, even if it cost him gravely, he would do the right thing. As he noticed the other officers began to shuffle uncomfortably, nodding a break in their resolve. A smirk crossed his face. The cracks began to show. He knew the tide was about to turn, and that a small act of defiance could be the one to usher in the end of this foolish conflict. Red Rover, come over. I've already read this one before. Nicholas Nickleby I've read as well. He's got a lot of books. I wonder if I could take his desktop thing right next to him.
I'm pretty sure you weren't supposed to take that.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's been taken. I could take this stuff now that they're, like, preoccupied, but that's okay. I gave them money, so we're not going to steal from them. Alright, let me go back upstairs, make sure I export all the stuff up here. Yeah, we definitely went in here. Got at least the elevator. We can't go in there. Okay, we're done with that up there. We gotta use the elevator though, whatever. We went in all these rooms. Let's go downstairs. I've not been in there though. I don't know how to get in there though. We've been in here. We went in that room. Like, I think we have to go this way, right? Yeah, we already went in there for sure. Mining monthly issue number 7 permanently increases tool grip weapon damage by 2%. Tool grip. Monitor computer. Holy shit. Brakes. Just a reminder to clock out for your brakes and clock back in when you're done. Let me turn my TV closer here. This isn't to keep tabs on everyone, just an effort to get more accurate hourly pay information. Thank you, Tia. Yeah, sure. Of course, the boss is gonna say that. Try to be the nicest they possibly can, but not actually nice at all. It's all about the money. Noam. Whoever keeps reprogramming Noam to give snarky remarks, please stop. It's okay to help improve his responses and other functions, but HR has asked that we please try to keep it work safe, and giving him unhelpful, snarky responses makes him less useful. If this keeps up, we'll have to retire him to the scrap heap. Trevor. Tool replacement. We are officially out of replacement tools. If your cutter breaks down or seems like it is breaking apart, you need to bring it to maintenance technician immediately for repair. Failure to do so will work against you. Remember, you still need to meet your quotas, but we can cut you a break if you can't work while your tools are being repaired. Happy hour. After the incident occurring about the last employee happy hour, we're going to put all future company-sponsored happy hours on hold for the time being. On a related note, anyone who finds a glass eye is requested to bring it up and see me at my desk so I can return it to the rightful owner. Thank you, Tia. Employee of the month. This month's employee of the month is Layla Pulaski. Layla has consistently exceeded her quotas more than 20% for over 12 weeks running. Please congratulate her on a job well done. Month reward is a gift certificate to Chunks. Congrats, Layla. Suggestions. Drink selection. Requestion more variety in the company provided drink cooler. I'm thinking something lemon lime flavored or maybe vanilla. Longer breaks. Can we get longer breaks? I know the lunch break is pretty good, but 15 minutes for our other breaks is too short. Competitiveness. Some of the miners have a problem with competition. They make bets on who can produce the most ore and things like that, but that seems to lead to unsafe practices and potential injuries. Can we not encourage that? Boring. Can we get rid of whoever is trying to put the kibosh on the fun we try to bring to the job? Making harmless little bets isn't hurting anyone. Lighten up, people. Earplugs. We need earplugs for the miners' quarters. More than one of us snores really badly and it's hard to sleep. Well, isn't it harder to sleep with all those explosions going on? Like when the earth shakes or whatever because of the explosions? You think it'd be harder to sleep through that. But they're complaining about people snoring. Like, there's not much you could do when someone's snoring. If someone's snoring, you just deal with it. Unless you want to wake the person up on purpose. Warning, mining detonators occur frequently. Actually, that's not a bad idea, actually, to wake someone up purposely. Because I'll just go back to sleep anyway. And then you'll be able to go to sleep while they're not snoring. Just wake them up. Give them a little nudge. They'll wake up, right? And they won't know it woke them up. where they'll be like so out of it they don't even, like know you woke them up. Like you could like drop something on accident or whatever, and well, you technically dropping it on purpose, but it's just to wake them up, and then when they wake up, you go to sleep, and then you're asleep, and it doesn't matter if they're snoring. There you go. Little trick. If you live with someone that snores, just purposely wake them up, and you're good. Do not be alarmed. Minor tremors are expected. Sleeping quarters will be sprayed daily.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It works.
Henry Hank Ferrard. I'm going to end the video here, though. In the next episode, we'll continue exploring this area. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.